look at a family here.
You're the oldest, right?
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest. Okay, right.
Well,
You're the
no.
second oldest?
Yeah.
And I told Karen, but I've seen a picture of your father, and it's how you look more like him than anybody. But do you have a picture to show her later? Karen's getting one.
So part of what he said is that at times he'll bring his own personal experiences into it.
Sure.
So I think it was important that this was on the tape.
Sure. My apologies.
No, it's okay. It's his own personal experience. I think it's part of this. We'll continue on. Breshit Chet Pasuk Vav, Hateva of the box with the Tipcha. Tipcha looks backwards to what's come before and has a slight pause after it. So what is it that we're going to say about the ark? Number 8. Moreover, he announced that the use of the box will subsequently become obsolete. It was something that looked back, and now it's got a pause. It's finished after this.
I just want to say something for Karen, because I remember a teva is a note. Also, the teva is an ark. Like the Noah's ark, but a teva is also the name for a note. Not the name of a note, but the word note.
Right.
It's a teva. Did you realize that too, also? It's so interesting that we're doing note, and that nachta, even Noach is in the word nachta. I mean, the paper is just perfect for this parshat, like more than others.
It was a good place to start. Agreed.
Right.
Moreover,
it looks like Hara Ararat with a little teva on top there.
Moreover, he announced that the use of the box will subsequently become obsolete because the earth will offer light for everybody, as specified by the closing shape of the directional reading mark. So because this is closing off the chapter for when the ark has served its useful purpose, then we have that and a small pause afterwards.
Where do they say Ararat is? In Turkey, right? Where is the ark? Did someone claim that they know where the ark is?
Several groups have claimed.
It's not like the ark, like the Raiders locked ark it's underground and like when Harry Moscow. But that could be above ground somewhere, right? That's not hidden at Wendy.
Yeah, there are a number of archaeological groups who claim to have found old pieces of wood.
And based on we know the measurements, we could easily build the ark again.
Oh, there's all kinds of shows about that where they do try and build it. Yeah,
like Kontiki, the guy. A lot of people have tried to.
They've now just opened a theme park. The Christians have just opened the Noah's Ark theme park where they built it to scale.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, where's that? Like that part that Stephen Mernick wanted to buy,
North Carolina.
Yeah, that's
you're right.
Tabby Fail Shalom. Industrial makeup lady. I was there. You remember Stephen Mernick bought it? It's actually, you remember? And he was mentioned on Saturday, when they do Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, that was one of the news. It's all based on real news items. And he was on Saturday Night Live. A picture of Stephen Mernick and that portly film.
Picture of a house, his house, and they made it look like it took up.
Of Stephen Mernick's house? Oh, the one on Glatton Park there in Longsbury. Oh, really? What, on Saturday Night Live? No.
Okay,
in
so
newspapers.
I think we are wandering a little bit.
Are we on tape now?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We're here for us.
I share that with the Mercha, that it slightly ties in what's before, but mostly looks forward to what's going to come after it. All the construction and the arrangements of the ark that were prepared for a purpose have served only for their temporary assignment, as illustrated by the directional shape of the reading mark. So everything from the ark slightly connected before, but definitely designed to move forward and look into what's going to come afterwards, as designated by Mercha. Asa, he made. By the command of God, Noach had only fulfilled his duty, and he made it for temporary protection of the inhabitants. So we're finding stability and completion in the function of the ark, and also in Noach's letter of the law filling exactly the limit of what he was supposed to do, but not necessarily going beyond in any sense. So that shows stability of Noach to his particular character, and shows ultimately his flaw as well. So we have said before, and we've done this a number of times, that the first half of the sentence is perhaps the more elevated half, and the second half is the more lower and worldly half. And we see that the beginning of the sentence is how the aspect of kindness has come in, and how even perhaps the calamitous removing of all of the people of the generation had a stabilizing effect and allowed Noach to act freely from there on. And yet we see in the second half that even though Noach is allowing the life to continue on, that he continues with his own human flaws. He continues with his own agenda of just doing the minimum that he had to do. So we're going to read through the pasuk with the notes so that we hear it as it is intoned.
So wait, is this a kitrug of Noach again, you're saying?
He's saying